if you want to share anything you want to tell us about what you thought about Arsenal season, that would be great. So just the season.
Anything I want to tell you about Arsenal season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we started really well. In fact, for the first time in what, how many years I've been to watch out for my life now, like 10 years, there was scarcity of tickets. And tickets were being sold out. Away tickets, I was even struggling to go for away games. I had to start begging players for example, yeah, find me tickets. It was that bad. So it shows that we were playing well and everybody was coming out to go. The support was massive. And I thought we were going to do it. After Aston Villa away, so this might be the season. Then Brentford happened, and I'm like, this place, like last minute winners, like community, maybe there's big moment. And then we went to Liverpool. I mean, it's a hard ground, but started well. We managed that one. Went to the West Ham was the one that for me that disappointed me the most because 10 minutes we are already rocking in the stadium. All of a sudden, it was like we were shadow of ourselves. We didn't know what was happening. Then went to Southampton. I wasn't even in the stadium yet. I was still outside one year. By the time I dropped my bag inside TV, I was like, what's happening here? So we started well, but we didn't end well. But what I keep telling people is the yardstick of our KPIs this season, we actually more than surpassed them. And we are proud of the boys. No matter what happens in the Champions League now, they will learn from this.
Because we have the Bournemouth one stands out just because it was emotional, just in terms of how they got the result. But then beating Liverpool, Martinelli scoring inside of the first minute, like you beat Manchester United near to last minute goal again. There were so many performances, beating Spurs at White Hart Lane, like that new Tottenham Stadium, whatever the hell they call it now.
What do they call it? Does anyone know what it's called?
Shaped like a toilet bowl still. So
something, I don't know. Is it Millennium Stadium? I don't know.
No, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So there's a lot of them. But if I had to kind of vote for one, it's probably I won't go for the norm, but I think probably that Liverpool result. And the reason I go for that one is just because people were questioning us going into that game. It's like, okay, now we're gonna see, even though Liverpool are having such a bad season, it's like, okay, they play Liverpool at home, they're gonna probably lose that game, and then we'll see what happens. And we just first 30 seconds, Martinelli's in, goal. It was just so I think that moment was kind of where I was like, okay, this team is not just it's not the normal Arsenal that people are waiting for something, that they've just got something about them. So that's probably my moment. There's obviously other ones that's probably stick more in terms of just the result. But I think that Liverpool game, just because of what it signified in terms of confidence with the team, is the one I would go for.
Oh, mine has to be Reece Nelson's goal, because I was watching it at home on my bed, chatting in my WhatsApp group. All of us were like, it's over, turn off the TV. I think I might have looked away, and then I started screaming, and it was like pure madness because I'd given up. Like I want to find a fan that felt that game was not going to end as a draw. That person must be very, very optimistic. I was like, it's done. We've dropped points. Let's move on. And it was going to be disappointing. And I don't think you can hit that ball any sweeter. If he tries it 10 times in a row, he probably goes in one out of 10. But that has to be my favorite moment. Only seconded by Eddie's goal at United. Was that at the Emirates? At the Emirates, won't be United, just because it's United and they've been talking smack and they cheated us that first game. I was like, we need to beat these people. So yeah.
I second Toby. That was mine. So the only one that came close second for me was Jorginho's goal. There was also a last minute goal Jorginho scored. I'm not. Was even a deflection or slight deflection?
Aston Villa.
Yeah, Villa went off his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it went off Martinez's head.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So it's between.
Not sure where he went.
It's between those. Sorry about that. I don't know. I think someone was calling me, but it's between those two. But I'll still go with the Reece Nelson because that was, nobody saw it coming.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite moment as well. Like again, the drama of everything, right? So we were 2 goals down, and then we came back, and then we're like 97th minute. So what I did at the end of the season, I made a TikTok with my 10 most memorable moments, and that was my number one. So, like Stephen, everything you said was on my list. All what else did you say? Actually, the Aston Villa goal I chose wasn't Jorginho's goal; it was Zinchenko's goal because I thought that was his first goal. I think it was his first Premier League goal. So I was like, the moment we needed it was that's kind of started the comeback. I think that tied the game.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So let's give me 1 second, real quick. I have a special guest. Okay, so that's Kelechi AFC, Dr. Kelechi. We all know him from AFTV and from Instagram and from Twitter. And he's very busy, so he'll talk to us when he can. But I did want to, if we could get him, I wanted to try and get him on. So we'll keep talking, and when he's ready for us, he'll talk to us. But yeah, so that's my favorite moment, right? The Burma goal, and it's funny because I didn't watch it. I wasn't physically watching that game. I was following the scores on my phone with my WhatsApp group. I have an Arsenal WhatsApp group, and everyone were just praying. Like we're literally praying because I was like, how can Bournemouth beat us? What is going on? It's not worth it. Blah, 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 blah. We need to keep our streak going. And then boom, 97th minute, we scored. So what do we expect for next season? You know, everyone said we're going to finish out the top four. Like I said we would finish third. We finished second. We didn't win anything. What do you guys think our goals should be for next year?
Okay, so I'll go if you guys don't mind me going. I think the goal for next season, personally for me, is win one major trophy, not minor trophy, one major trophy, and make the
So
champion.
qualify major trophy. For the record, what do you consider major trophies?
FA Cup, Champions League, or the league. Those are the
Okay.
major. Yeah, those are the major trophies. Again, if even listen, if they win the Carling Cup, that's fine. Half a loaf is better than none. But they need to win, get that mentality again now. Like start winning and then challenging on all fronts.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we are going to go for all trophies. My own is that take everything serious. Don't, and that's. I'm not a fan of Mourinho, but one of the aspects of his life I like is that he takes everything serious. Every cup is important. Make everything important. Obviously, I understand that the Carabao Cup is the least one. Take it as important as you can. But just get us playing and get us united. Take the preseason seriously. The preseason will set the tone for so many things, in my opinion. Unfortunately, people like us, we cannot come to US. We don't have money. Maybe Eejay every morning now, I'll come. I support the boys. I tell man, see where we are starting. Send me money now, I'll come.
You know, I jam you for Emirates when I come now. You don't forget. We take picture outside Emirates. You didn't take so many pictures. You know they remember.
Yeah, but I mean, just take everything seriously. I mean, go for it. Learn from our mistakes this season. Learn from Inter Milan the way they played the Man City this season. But when we went there, Jesus, after like this, I don't really almost this was finished. That's why I just the job. And yeah, we'll go for it. I'm sure we'll play well.
All right, perfect.
For me, it's challenging for the league. It's not about top four. Like we got to get out of that mindset. I think we got to challenge and stay there and challenge. Because I think if we start going in, okay, win a trophy, top four, the league is going to that specifically at the top end. We've seen it now that you can go 2 years in and then you can drop out of the top four.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give more specific goals. So I think for me, I want to see 90 plus points next season.
Okay.
If you get 90, if you say you want to get 90 plus points, if City wants to win the league at 100 points, fine. Can't compete with them. They're a nation state. I'm waiting for FFP to ban them and dock them. They are 10 points and we'll be fine. But I think if you set a goal that I think if we can get 90 points next season, for sure we're in top four. Like there's no debate there, right? And we've probably pushed someone for the league. And if Liverpool wants to go get 95 points as well, kudos to them, right? If United wants to get 98 points, every team can do what they want. If we get at 90 plus points, it shows we've improved. It shows a level of consistency that we saw for 3/4 of this season that we've now seen. Because what that would mean is rather than a season ending 75% of way through, would have gone almost to the last day with maybe some draws and some. That would have made it, right? So I think 90 plus points is good. And then I would actually I would say in the Champions League, get to the knockout stages.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to again try go for the league again to the end this time. I always like to put the season in context. We did a good job with this session, putting that season in context. We know what happened towards the end. We know if we have a good transfer window, which we're hoping we will have, we should be able to do even better than we did this year. So that should be the target. Win the league or die trying. And by die trying, me, you're very close. Like it needs to be what happened to freaking what's that team in Germany? I mean, I don't want that to happen to us, but
Well, it's like what happened to Liverpool when they got 97
yeah,
points
it needs to
and they
be
lost it to City on 98 or
yeah,
whatever it was. I can't remember.
it needs to be
Lost
truly
one game. Lost one game all season.
right.
Mhm.
And I think we can do that with the squad. Like I said, this season we were the favorites. Like once they realized what we were doing, we became the favorites in pretty much every game we played, except for when we faced City. So those games are mostly winnable. So we should be able to like elevate past. Our boys are gonna get stronger. Also, I'm counting on City's players to nosedive off a cliff. Surely, these people are getting old. Walker is old. Walker is 1990, so he's 33. De Bruyne is
EJ.
He played half a season.
No, the crazy part of it is they're getting rid of those players, which means they're going to replace
They're
them.
going to replace.
So
De Bruyne is not falling off the cliff. He's 32.
De
Surely,
Bruyne gone.
yeah,
Laporte gone. Walker gone. Cancelo gone. Like they're going to just let Mahrez could be going to Saudi. Like they're just gonna let them go, and they're going to come into. That's why I'm nervous about this Rice deal, because the
right.
longer we stay there and faff around, if Gundogan
Yeah.
is officially out the door and they need a midfielder, they'll just come and take it. Like,
Yeah. And there are rumors on Twitter. I'm seeing rumors on Twitter saying City's going for Rice
of
too.
course,
So
like they're asking to be informed. Like if we don't hurry up, like you turn around, he'll be gone. Like,
whew. But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to, and then like you guys said, Champions League. One-off competitions for me. I get what you guys are saying. We need to go further, but like I feel like on any given day, we may lose a game, and it may
but
be that one competition. But like
but
if
the
you're a
thing
better,
the
go on.
thing with the cup, DJ, is like I think we need to this team, specifically the younger players. There's only so much disappointment that we can let them keep having. They have to get a taste of winning. So yes, they've won an FA Cup, but they need to keep winning things. Like they have to feel like they're getting closer to something. I think if we just keep going, okay, you got it. Because again, think about it progress wise. You miss out on the Champions League, you take that disappointment, you come back the next season, you challenge for the title, you miss out. Okay, you come back the next season, you put up another 90 points and you miss out. Like that's Liverpool.
That's draining. Yeah.
That's Liverpool. Like that's what happened to those guys, right? And I'm saying I think we need to compete, but we've got to start getting closer to winning things or winning things with this team for them to really kick on. I think Liverpool won trophies in between those competitions, right? Because they won a Champions League.